What is up, everybody? Welcome to the MMA Engine. These are my MMA DFS core plays for UFC Vegas 50. Last week went 4 for 4 on the core plays. Hopefully, do that again to be awesome. Before we get started and get into it, if you guys can please leave a like on the video. Also, subscribe here to the new MMA Engine YouTube channel. That'd be much appreciated. We're trying to grow this thing, get this thing off the ground. Going to be bringing content and new content each and every week. So, we will start with my first core play here. It's going to be Magomed Ankalaev 9,600, and this is a very tough card for DraftKings. Probably one of the tougher cards, if not the toughest card of the year, and there's not really a lot of guys or girls you can really feel confident in, feel safe in, but Magomed Ankalaev 9,600 is somebody I do feel comfortable with. I do have him in cash. I think in tournaments you could get away from fading him in some lineups, but he's going to have 5 rounds to work with. Santos has been finished in 6 of his 9 losses. Ankalaev hits really hard. I also think there will be takedown upside. I think he has great grounded pound, and I just think Thiago Santos is kind of has one foot out the door, if not more. Santos has not looked good in his last couple fights. He's very low volume. Of course, he still has that power, but it's been a while since we have seen that power of Thiago Santos. So I think it's a great matchup for Ankalaev. He's averaging 90.5 DraftKings points as well. If this was a different card with, more, safe options up top, maybe Ankalaev would not be a core play here. I just think he's one of the more safer options up top, because up top you have guys like Matt Semmelsberger, who I'm not extremely confident in, Random Maverick, who I'm not extremely confident in, Alex Pereira, who I'm not extremely confident in. All those are probably good plays. It's just I feel like Ankalaev is one of the more safer options on the slate. So Ankalaev is going to be my very first core play. Drew Dober, 9,000. So this is a fight as a whole that I do want to target quite a bit, especially, Drew Dober 9,000. You have Terence McKee at 7,200. I think he's going to be a very popular dog, and rightfully so, but McKee is coming in on short notice. So, how is the gas tank of McKee going to be? McKee is a guy that already questioned the gas tank. We have seen him slow down as the fight goes on, more specifically in the Sean Woodson fight, where he was looking good early up until that mid-second round, kind of slowed down, and, Woodson was able to finish him. I kind of see the same thing happening here. Minus 230, fight doesn't go to decision in this fight. I think Dober has a ton of power, a ton of knockout upside. I question the chin of McKee as well. McKee is live, though. McKee is definitely live to come in here, take down Drew Dober, submit him. Dober's been submitted like 4 or 5 times. It's just, I think Dober has improved that takedown defense. I think he has improved that get-up game. The last 2 guys to submit him were Islam Makhachev and Beneil Dariush. So, maybe McKee can finish him early, but I think Drew Dober weathers the early storm and eventually finishes McKee, even in the first round, but maybe second round as well. But yeah, I think somebody's definitely getting finished here. Moving on to my next core play. This is a tough one. Karl Roberson, 8,200. I just think he's going to be better anywhere the fight goes. I think on the feet, he's going to be able to win minutes. Roundtree obviously has a ton of power and potentially could knock him out. It's just, Roberson's probably going to be, landing more strikes. Roundtree's a guy that got outlanded 2-1 against Marcin Prachnio. Roberson, we don't really get to see his striking a lot because everybody's actually taking him down. Pretty much every single fight thus far in the UFC with Roberson, he is involved in some type of grappling, whether it's, somebody trying to take him down or whether it's him implementing the grappling. He actually has 2 submissions in the UFC, so I do think he has wrestling and grappling upside, whereas Roundtree, he has landed 0 takedowns in the UFC. I think Roberson can exploit the 50% takedown defense of Roundtree, and Roberson has a very good submission game. Although he's getting submitted by, very good guys, I think he has a very underrated submission game. So, Karl Roberson, more ways to win. I think he could win by decision. I think he can win by submission. I think he can win by knockout. And on top of that, he's never been knocked out. In 4 of his losses, all 4 of them coming by submission. Roundtree's not submitting anybody. So, could Roundtree knock him out? Potentially. I just think Roberson has more paths to victory here. He is now a minus 125, minus 130 favorite. I don't hate that. But, as a whole, I think this fight is one to target. You have Roberson, 8,200. I think if he wins, again, decision, knockout, submission, either one, grappling upside. But if Roundtree wins 8K, Roundtree's not winning any other way besides knockout. So he could be the first one to knock out Roberson, the first one to even knock down Roberson, but I do find myself on the Karl Roberson side at 8,200 as a core play. But yeah, the fight as a whole should be one at target. Next, we have Azamat Cirkunov, 8,800. He has finished all but one win, and the one win that did go to decision, it was only a 2-round fight. He has a ton of power in his hands, takedown upside here as well. I feel like if he can get on top of Tafon and Chukwu, he's going to have a big advantage. I did not like what I saw from Tafon off of his back against Jung Young Park. I feel like, honestly, like if Cirkunov can get this fight down early on, especially, I think he can finish the fight. I think he has first round upside. I think he has takedown upside. And this is the first fight of the night, so maybe it might be a little lower owned. But yeah, I like Cirkunov here, 8,800. You don't have to go up and pay like 9,500 for the guy, 9,600 for the guy. And I think he actually has some sneaky first round finish upside as well. So just to quickly recap my core plays here, Magomed Ankalaev, I like him quite a bit. I won't be touching the other side of Thiago Santos for the most part, other than like a punt, couple lineups. Drew Dober, this is a fight I want to target both sides of, but I do like the Drew Dober side at 9K, but McKee does make as an intriguing punt play. Karl Roberson, another fight where you're probably going to play some both sides here, but Roberson especially, 8,200. I think he's better pretty much everywhere outside of pure power. And then Azamat Cirkunov, I won't be playing much, if any, of the other side of Tafon and Chukwu. I think Cirkunov takes him down and probably finishes him on the mat with some ground and pound. So that's about it, guys. Those are my core plays. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe here to the MMA Engine so you don't miss out on all the new content. Really do appreciate all the likes, all the subs. It does go a long, long way. And we'll talk to you very soon. Good luck for UFC Vegas 50.